Hello and welcome to the Lingo Podcast, Volume 2. This is podcast to help lower league gamers become better, and some upper class gamers with some tips they may be lacking. Now, for today's topic, which there was no vote on, but next podcast there will be a vote. So comment now. Don't forget to view, like, and subscribe. Now to Gears. Everything's practically the same except for a few neat tricks up their sleeve, and I won't bother going to the history of it because everyone knows the history. If you don't, find out now because it's in a great storyline, tons of action. If I had to give it an official Gamerlingo rating, it would have to be a good 8.5 out of 10. It's a very good game. For some of the new characters, there's Clayton Carmine. Everyone knows Carmines. There's Anya, who's now a playable character. Jace, basically a younger Coltrane. So, there's Samantha. You met her a little bit in Gears of War 2. You only saw her for like 2 minutes. And then the return of Dizzy. Dizzy is the best character ever. And then everyone else you all know and love. Prescott, Hoffman, no one new, really. Besides the other people I mentioned. Besides that, there's not much new. Lancers, there's a couple neat things. They added 20% more ammo. They toned down the damage on a little bit because everyone seemed to find it major overkill. A new gun they're adding is the Retro Lancer. Half the ammo capacity, half the magazine size, 50% less. There's 50 bullets per minute less, same reload speed, but over double the damage on every stat. Awesome. And it has a bayonet on the bottom. Someone just duct tape a giant knife to it practically. And with this you can do a bayonet charge. The same as doing the Lancer's chainsaw charge, which cannot be cancelled anymore if fully revved up. Thank the Lord. Bayonet charge cannot be cancelled, and if you hit someone, it is a guaranteed insta-kill. There's the regular hammer burst, normal Lancer. Oh, side note. The hammer burst has iron sight. Click in, zoom in twice, and you'll get the iron sight. It's pretty cool. For all you COD fans. COD, get that? Whatever. The new shotgun is the sawed-off shotgun. Extremely overpowered, but very, very, very limited range. One shot, reload speed sucks, and it takes quite some time to get the use of, because you have to be right on top of that. If you're not, you will not get the kill. Long shot, everyone knows the sniper rifle, Tark bow, boom shot, the Scorcher, and one of the newer, greater guns is the Digger launcher. Shoots basically a boom shot with a drill mounted on it, and it goes underneath ground and through enemies' guts. It is a very good gun for getting some of those pesky people camping behind corners or underneath or around cover all the time. Try to fire off a shot while they can't see you or when they're not paying attention, because it is fairly easy to roll out of. One shot, watch that. The Hammer of Dawn is a new multiplayer gun. It is a really good gun. Very limited shots, but it rocks. Slow rate of fire, limited shots, but occasionally you're lucky and you won't have limited. It's still really easy to get out of the way of. Mulcher, mortar, everyone knows those. Boom shield. Now 3 new heavy weapons. The one shot. A long shot on steroids. One hit, one kill. Only problem is you gotta have the sight on them for a couple of seconds just until you hear the beep. Once you hear the ding, pull the trigger, and instant pink mist. Booyah. The Vulcan is a mulcher on steroids. It fires 5,000 million bullets per second for all I care, and it can easily take your head off pretty darn fast. And it does have an ammo box, so if you want to get anywhere, have 2 people. One holding the ammo box, because that thing is an anchor. If there's only one person on the gun, you cannot go far. But if someone's carrying the iron box, you can move around. You're still going slow. The cleaver, a giant machete to cut people up with. Everyone wants one of those in Gears. Pistols, they're all the same, except for the Gorgon. It has one slight modification. It is not a burst gun anymore. It does fire full automatic. All grenades are same except for a new one, the incendiary. Like the ink grenade now, it does insta-kill on contact. Grenade tags have been different. They can be activated by smoke, which is great. And it does take a couple more seconds for them to activate now. So, make sure to put them right on the power weapons, or just a little bit behind a corner so when they trip them, they can't roll out of it. There's Lambent enemies. I won't go over them all, but I'll go over some of the new ones. The Polyps. Lambent spiders, if you ask me. Very weak, very little emotion blast. They have a little bit of emotion spit and a melee, but they're no problem unless they get you in high numbers. Formers, a new one. They're former humans. That's the name. Minor emotion blast, only attack is melee. 300 HP, pretty easy to kill. The dredges, pretty high HP, but you can take care of them pretty easy. Pretty big emotion blast. They have hammer burst, fire breath, and emotion bombs, so take cover. Gunkers, a whole lot of HP, very high emotion blast, emotion bombs, and melee. And be careful, their melee can go medium range. And Lambent Berserkers, as if Berserkers weren't annoying enough. Now they have Lambent Berserkers. Crud. Emotion trail, melee, and they practically are your worst nightmare. If any one of the god characters had a nightmare, it'd be the Lambent Berserker. Locusts, I'll only go over the new ones, everyone knows the old ones. There's Wild Tickers. They will eat guns off the ground, ammo off characters, and a bunch of other stuff. And if you want to get the guns they have, because they just picked up, say, the mortar or something, and you're a little angry with that, melee them so they land on their back, and curb stomp. And booyah, free gun. The Shriekers. Shriekers are basically flying tickers with Gorgon SMGs. What everyone wants for Christmas, huh? You cannot pick up their SMGs though, so don't try. There's not much new. Couple of new Therons, but they're all the same. There's the Armored Cantus. Double the HP of the normal Cantus. Dual wields Gorgon SMGs with a roll attack. And still has regeneration, so take cover. There's a couple of new boomers. The Flame Boomer, everyone knows that. And for the tank on the back if you want tips. Scavenge Boomer, they have the Digger Launcher, so take cover. Maulers, they have the Boom Shield, one of my favorites, and the Explosive Flail. You cannot pick that up, so don't waste your time. Pretty low health, so just aim for the ankles, or if you can get a shot off at the head, take a shot from the side. Diggers work good on them. And only one more. The Bleacher. Just a boomer with the cleaver. Run. Stay at range and it can't harm you. Now for the big enemies. Starting off with a small series of breed enemies are the Corpsers. There are more than one now. There's the Corpser eggs. Kill them before they hatch and you're safe. Corpser larvae. They're basically just nuisances. Juvenile Corpsers unarmored. They're not they don't have very much health. They're annoying. They normally do come in numbers, so watch your back. They can get some pretty good damage in. There's Juvenile Corpser armored, more health, a little bit more attack, and just they also come in numbers, so please watch your back. Then there's the big Corpsers. Run. On to the Theropods. Anyone who's afraid of bugs, leave now. They're giant centipedes with an electric bite and armored. Aim for the glowy green part of their tail, or when it rears up to bite you, shoot it in the head then. And just stay away from it. There's Brumax, everyone's favorite dinosaur. Even better than Bernie. On to the storyline. The first level, Big Tech. You are invincible during this dream state. There are collectibles in here. I'm only going to go over certain collectibles. This one is one of those ones that's not hard, but you can just miss it. Once you exit the cell, just turn to your right there. There should be another cell. Boot the door open. Cog tag inside. Yeah, throughout the stream you're invincible, so take advantage. You want to get some more chainsaw kills? Go right ahead. Want to get some more headshots? Do it. You can't die. This one, it's not that bad. There's a couple of cool Easter eggs in here. Note to self: look for the Mario pipes, and if you see a harmless little birdie, run. Do not touch it. Do not shoot it. Just run. Got it? Some other difficult levels. Oh, and if I forgot to say at the beginning and you haven't figured it out now, spoiler alert. Just because I said that, now I'm going to spoil a bunch. Dominic dies. Got it? Get over it. Dom Sog Diego. He dies. Probably gonna get flack because I probably mispronounced his name, but get used to it. Yeah, you get to play as Cole. You can find a hat along the way. Hat's pretty cool. Besides that, I'm gonna try to spoil a little bit, but you know, some of the collectibles, you just gotta take your time and look around a little bit. They're normally follow the basic rule. Turn around. You know, just turn around. You'll probably find them. What else should I go over? Maybe I should go over some of the multiplayer maps and some of the neat stuff where it's located around them. You guys think so? I think I shall. Just for you guys. Oh yeah, Horde mode. One of my new favorite modes. You can play as the different types of locusts. The boomers, the bleachers, you know, all those cool guys. You can play as them. Then there's, sorry, that's beast mode, you play as them. Horde mode is basically the start of all hordes. It started a horde of horde modes. If you do that, use the first round or two as money-making rounds, then buy and upgrade a bunch of stuff. Yeah, in boss rounds, take care of the small guys, then worry about the big guys, just so everyone knows. Beast mode, final tier, Berserker. Save up your money around just before you get to the final tier. Okay, first map, check out. As soon as you come out, if you were to take, well, depending on the side, left or right, you should run into a small, bathroom. There's either a Gorgon SMG or a bolt block. Around the middle of the map, there's some frag grenades. Opposite of them, there's either ink or incendiary. Keep going down, there's normally a digger or a long shot. Go up from the frags and you'll come across a mulcher. Other rooms, there's not much more than that. Some more spawning points, everybody knows that. Dry dock, right in front of you there's normally some ink grenades, depending on what side you come from. If you come from the base side, there's normally a scorcher. You come from the concrete side, there's a scorcher. If you come from the shore / deserty side, there's some ink grenades, normally a bolt lock or a Gorgon in front of you. That's on both sides. Middle of the map, there's normally some frags or incendiaries. Just below them, the bottom of the map, is normally a torque bow or long shot. Above them is either a one shot or a mortar cannon. Pretty cool. There's, gridlock. I'm not going to go over all the maps. I'm going to let you guys figure out most of them, but I'll go over some of the more popular maps that everyone likes. Old Town, that's one of my favorites. In front of you, there's either some extra smokes or some ink. Keep going up and you'll come across a scorcher. Go directly across from that to the middle of the map, to the top middle of the map. There's either a digger or a boom shot. Very middle of the map, there's some frags or incendiary. That's about it. I'm not going to worry about most of the other multiplayer maps. Now for a few ribbons for the last few seconds. They're just the usual ones, get 5 kills with this gun, get some kills with range, for this close range gun, Besides that, there's not much. Oh yeah, note to self. Use the lefty flip. When you're your character's all right-handed, that gives you an advantage. You can aim from the right corner and expose very little of your body. But there is a lefty flip. Take cover, aim on the left side, then pull back from cover and you'll keep aiming left. This has been Gamer Lingo. Big Bro, for the Brotherhood of Friends. Big Bro out.